JayStunZ.
Happy birthday, Mr. President. But
I'd pay to see it. I'd pay.
Here's the thing. See, he'd pay. So don't tell me nobody in their right mind.
I'm not
Once
in my right
again
mind ever.
in their right mind.
All right, yeah, you're talking about
but how many people in this
Birthday
world
cake sash, sweet. Shut up.
And nothing but a birthday cake. Yes.
Fuck out of here.
Yes.
Hey,
Hey, Elon, can we make that happen, please? For your Tesla anniversary, can we hire him to jump out of a birthday
If
cake?
If that is the case, this dude better be ready to cough up a lot of money and a fully loaded Tesla. Okay.
Elon.
he wouldn't even blink to have to do that.
He
And
wouldn't.
I'm talking a lot of money. Fully loaded Tesla.
Do you know?
All right,
how
Sweet,
about this?
Now
I'll
you
take
ruined it.
10
Now you ruined it.
I'll
No,
take
Sweet
like
just ruined it.
$500 and I'll do
Do
it.
you know that that the money that you'd ask for, he wouldn't bat his eye.
Okay,
to that
Narrow. I
money.
just want to point out that it literally just sounded like you said the money you chewed ass for.
I mean, if that's what you want to do, I'm not gonna.
No.
No judging on my part.
Jay, we don't judge you. We love you.
Yeah, no.
Just make sure that they. Anyways, that's a whole nother topic. But
Please don't
here's
make
the
it
thing.
worse.
Here's the
Some
thing.
issues.
Here's the thing. All joking aside, that right there, if that's something that streamer wants to do, if they think it's gonna build their brand, or that's the way their direction of their brand wants to go,
What in the actual?
I'm not
fuck?
gonna knock you. I'm not gonna say that
Okay.
Do what they want.
it's not. I'm not gonna knock you for it.
Sweets, you're so full of shit, Sweets.
Let's see. StunZ
Yo,
secretly loves
pineapple
pineapple pizza.
pizza?
Correct.
That shit's
I love
amazing.
pineapple pizza. Ham and pineapple.
Oh
Hashtag
yeah.
pineapple.
There you go. It's consensus. Consensus in the room. Order in the court.
I saw a picture of a pizza pineapple where it was like a pineapple that had a pizza built into it. Would that
Oh,
be
that sounds
okay?
awesome.
I will not admit what is not true, Mel.
Elon.
Stop it.
Elon. Okay. But yeah, I mean, all joking aside, seriously, we can't judge people for what they want to do. People have their own aspirations. Hell, if you're using your assets and you got a lot of, use it. Who am I going to be the one to tell you don't use it? Or if you want your garage to be parked in 1,000 times, then use it. I'm not the one that's going to be sitting there telling you don't do it.
You're quite the opposite, Narrow.
What?
I think you've been every single stream. You've been. Oh, don't forget to check out Loki's OnlyFans.
Well, that's because you said you were going to do it anyway, so I'm not even going to judge you.
I said maybe down the road.
No, you didn't say maybe down the road. You're like sitting there, so what kind of branding should I do?
No, that's me, not Loki.
No, him too. He was trying to.
Ryan made a.
He was trying to figure out where he was going to go with that because he knew that it was going to make a lot of money. Let's not. You want since you want to throw everybody. We'll go ahead and just do that one too. Don't just point at Rhyme because you did the same thing, and was asking me what the thoughts are on branding on that, and I told you what it was.
About branding with that, I was genuinely questioning a little bit. Okay,
Miss Sweet Tea, you got to flaunt it. Correct. I mean, like. That's the thing I don't understand. If whatever it is that they want to do.
Sweets, the last time I flaunted it, I caused a tsunami. All right, stop.
Let's see, bro. So, but that's
See, and that right there is how you end an awkward conversation.
Awkwardly.
awkwardly. Check out Jay's OnlyFans. Pineapple pizzas.
Nope.
OnlyFans.
Although I will say the pineapple pizza pasty T-shirt's coming soon.
It's very. I know. Everybody should. Everybody should go grab one. All right.
Could I get hooked up with one of them? Where can I purchase one of these pineapple pasty T-shirts? And then
When it comes out,
you know what
when it
I've
comes
realized
out, you'll be able
about.
to.
You know what I've realized about Loki's audio. He's talking off his webcam and not his microphone. I've just realized that.
No.
Yes.
Oh, that would be fucking hilarious.
He's on his webcam and not his microphone this whole time.
Is that any better?
Yeah, that's better. See, there you go. I knew because you want to know how I knew it was his webcam. is because the further he got, the more the sound started getting better.
It got worse.
No, it got better because like if he farted while that webcam was on, I would have known right away because his webcam would have picked it up. See that the mic right here won't. If you're lucky, it won't pick it up. There's the. By the way, guys, there it is. The pineapple pasties T-shirt. How about them pineapples that from Deadite, who's an amazing graphic artist. That's the male shirt.
I'll
The
buy
female one, I think is just pasties, right? Yeah.
No.
Oh
I
shit.
would need to purchase the female one if it's just pasties. That sounds.
Hey,
yeah.
Jay, is there going to be a
No,
crop
but-
top one?
Yeah, there is. I
Yes.
think there was an Astor
Oh, I'm
one.
so buying that.
And the actual pasties. I think the actual pasties are coming too.
Yeah,
so.
there you go. So you guys
I'm
can wear
buying the
pasties.
crop top,
Hey, so
and
we're-
I'm wearing that to the gym.
Well, I guess
would
you're
never
putting my brand out there.
consider
So
I'm down for pasties.
look
All right,
look at
sweets.
Look at sweets.
look
I'm
at-
down for the pasties.
I'm looking
okay,
at you.
sweets.
Look
You
at
could
me
be-
right
you
now.
Could be you could be the model. Sweets.
Yep, you could be the model. Now you
Pizza
you
pasties.
Oh, yeah, you signed up for it, sweet.
you signed up. What now? What now?
You can't get out of it.
Can't get out of it. It's right here. It's in contract.
She's like, fuck it, bro. I'll do
Yep.
it.
All right. Good.
I'll do it. I'll be the pasty model. I'll model for some pasties.
Okay. Jesus.
I'd do
Christ,
it.
I can see him now.
And on that note, goodbye. I'm just kidding.
I can just see him now getting in the middle of the stream, just be like. He's like taking off buttons off his shirt and be like, you know,
Magic
How about-
Magic Mike? This is
how,
not.
how about them pineapples?
Oh god, I can't. You know what? Screw it. We're leaving it 70s style.
Okay, good. Little chest hair showing. Good.
What chest hair?
No, you need
He
to go-
doesn't get chest hair.
Oh.
Bro, I have more
Gold
chest hair on my
chain.
face than he has on his chest,
Dude.
dude.
Need a gold chain, the John Travolta hair wax.
Out of that. Okay.
Here-
I
He-
don't have.
What he does is he gets paraffin wax and puts it in a hot tub and then just dips himself in it and peels himself. It's fun. It's like peeling a wheel of
bathe in
cheese.
Nair. There it is. I actually bathe in Nair.
There you go.
No, he always gets a full
If
body.
you bathed in
including the
there, you'd have no
Brazilian.
hair on your head, eyebrows, or anything. So it'd be
I
funny
kept
as
my
shit to look
I
at.
kept
Oh,
my
you should-
face
You
above
should see
it.
what it looks like on GTA.
Uh-huh.
He has no eyebrows.
At least he's not KJ without a hairline.
Oh, dude. No, he has a hairline. It's just all crooked. Anyways, we'll talk to his barber about that. But in realities, though, getting back to the topic, you know, it's something where you guys really, if that's what you want to do, no one should be knocking anybody for whatever their aspirations are. I mean, everybody, you know, everybody's got to do a certain job to keep themselves living. But as long as they're happy, like fuck, I talk to people that are waiters at restaurants. They're the happiest they can be. And then, like I said in that Christmas message a couple years ago, I talked to a guy who has millions of dollars, the most unhappiest person I've ever seen. How do you? That's why I said when people say that money it dictates their happiness, that's bullshit. You dictate your happiness. You dictate your sadness. That the thought of something like that dictating your happiness is bullshit. Because what happens when you buy all this stuff? You know who went on the other day and said that shit was Kylie Jenner. She thought that being a millionaire, she was on the Ellen show, and she literally said on the Ellen show that before she became a millionaire, she thought that money would make her happy. And now that she's a millionaire, she's realized that was a bunch of horse shit. And the money actually makes it worse for you.
What is she famous for?
Well,
again?
I'll be right back. I have to go to the bathroom, but just Google her name and you'll find out.
Oh my god, a bathroom break in the middle of the.
I gotta go, dude.
Oh my god.
Well, I mean,
He's been
I
drinking
mean,
water.
we were
It's
just talking about
healthy.
Kylie
I
Jenner.
know.
So
I noticed that. You notice that Kylie Jenner, and then he has to go to the bathroom.
Don't worry, guys. I'll be
Bring
right back.
bring the baby lotion. All right, don't worry about it.
I found out what she's famous for.
She's famous for her makeup. She's famous for her makeup. That's what she got that money for.
She's famous for being a Kardashian sister.
Yeah, but no, but where the money came from was the fact that she made her makeup
From
brand.
being a Kardashian sister,
Yeah,
and then
right.
she hit the
yeah,
makeup and
she
got more.
Yeah, she got on her knees and suck. I mean, whatever. They
I
all
thought
do
that
it.
was Kim.
They all do it.
Yeah,
All the way from
Kim
the
has her.
all the way
Kim
from the
has her come
mom,
on her
all the
backstory.
way from the mom to every one of the sisters, including them. I mean, come on. Let's just be honest. They were looking for the Gold Express and they found it. That's all it was. That's all it was. If Daddy wasn't working hard and helped O.J. Simpson out when he did, they would have never been anywhere. That's the truth of it.
Man's about to go dream of Kylie Jenner's WAP.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Good. Yeah.
The funny thing is, if you had the Kardashians in a lineup, I could not name 2 of them.
You know what's
It's like, who are they?
You
I don't.
know
I
what's
mean,
funny?
I've heard the names.
You know what's funny is that the fact that the TV show just made their lifestyle out to be the best lifestyle ever. And the truth is that they could go to a show like Ellen and say, "Hey, you know what? I was more happier when I was yeah, thank you, Mr. Hawaiian shirt. Fucking hell."
He's got to walk gently so
Yeah.
that he doesn't mess up his pants any further.
Yeah,
than
he
already
doesn't
did.
mess up his. You say Kylie Jenner, that's why he's walking. We can't hear you, by the way. Thanks.
I found out what Kylie Jenner is famous for.
Okay, what?
Your dreams.
That WAP. What's she famous for? That was a
reason I
quick
had to
one,
go
by the
take a
way. She must.
bathroom break.
Jeez.
Hey, Sweets.
There's a
I'm
reason
about-
she's a millionaire.
Hey, Sweets, I'm about to send you something. Try to control
Yeah.
yourself, okay?
There's a reason she's a millionaire, but that
KY jelly. What?
well, she's
There
giving
you
you
go, Sweets. Try to
she's
control
giving you
yourself, Sweets, all right?
recommendations.
There it is.
Recommendations. Like I
He's
give
sending
you.
her the Magnum picture.
No. Well, I mean,
Magnum condoms. Since you
Are you?
wait. Since you put them in our stream, we might as well just give us the money and we'll put it on the podcast as well.
there you go, Sweets.
What did you send her? She's going, oh my god, all over the thing. What did you send her?
Oh my, what?
Come on.
Bloody hell.
What?
Come on, give it up, Jay. What did you send her?
It's not going to be shown on podcast at all. So.
Oh, that good, huh? Oh boy.
Yep.
Straight to OnlyFans.
Yep, sounds like it.
Onlyfans.com/JayStunZ.
No, it's
not even
pineapple
close.
pizzas. It's his alternate.
Oh, that's
Nope,
right.
not even
That's his stage name.
It's his
Pineapple
alternate
pizzas.
account. Pineapple pizzas.
Not even close.
Oh, so you do have one.
What? An OnlyFans?
Who doesn't?
I
And
don't know. Here's the thing, though. There's 2 things for OnlyFans. There's one is if you post, and 2 is if you use it to subscribe to people or whatever. I have an OnlyFans account, but I do not post on it because I do have a lot of friends that do OnlyFans, and I support them. I don't.
Sweet's
listen,
one of those
dude,
people.
I support all my friends. I don't give a fuck what they do, bro. I don't care. I know people that were started on Twitch and went over to Chatterbait. I know people that started on Twitch, went over to OnlyFans. I know people that started on
True.
Twitter, went over to Plexstore, went over to Mixer. I don't care. Like, if you're my friend, I'm gonna support you no matter where you go. I don't give a fuck if you're a game streamer, you do porn, whatever. I don't care. I'm gonna support you because you're my friend. So, like, if that makes me whatever, then
Okay,
All
yeah,
right.
good. Thanks. Perfect.
Shows you've got a good heart, Jay. That is good.
No, that's a good.
good
start.
And that's what I'm saying is the fact that we can't knock people for what they want to do. If that's what they want to do, especially because
And-
they
and as I was saying, my OnlyFans account name, none of y'all even close.
I think Rhymes wants to do that candy cane.
he's been sucking
He's
on
already
that.
practiced. He's practicing already.
Box of them.
There's a.
Of course, there's a box of them.
I thought he was eating birthday candles. To be honest with you, the way he pulled that box up, I thought he was eating birthday candles. Well, no, and you know what? What Jay is saying is right. Is like no matter what your friends do, that you got to support them. You can't sit there and fucking like tell them that it's a bad idea. Because who are you to say anything? Are you gonna pay their bills? And that's a funny thing I hear people say all the time. Are you gonna pay their bills? Are you the one that's gonna put a roof over their head? How are you gonna tell?
We got to be honest here. A lot of people that we know off Twitch or whatever, if you look at them, they're drop dead gorgeous, and you
Right.
know that they can make a fucking killing on any of these websites.
Right?
So to sit there and be like, oh, it's wrong for you to do it. Nah, if that's the way they want to go, listen, If they really are your friend, you'll support them no matter what. It doesn't matter
Exactly.
what if they're doing actual. Like if you're lonely one night and you go on fucking Pornhub and all of a sudden you see new video of the day and it's one of your friends, you're like, okay, you get to see a
ArksRhyme
side of your
does
friend.
Atlanta.
No, but like you'll get to see a side of your friend you never expected to see, but at the same time, does that make them any less of a friend to you? No.
But the
So,
question
okay,
is, are
so
you
what?
going
They
to
just
watch
did
the
porn.
video
Who
to
cares?
support them?
Probably.
There you go.
There
Not
you
gonna
go.
lie.
Right. No, but
Well,
here,
no, it depends. It depends on the friend. If it's a dude, probably not.
here's the thing.
Let me fix that right away.
Here's the thing. It's like people act like this is still taboo, but like we talked about, no, it's true. Don't tell me.
Oh no,
mm-mm.
I wasn't saying
It's-
no to
it's-
people aren't. I was saying
They act like it's taboo, like it's something that they never talk about. But holy fuck, if some of us went into people's histories and see what they searched up, and we had this talk the other. Oh, okay, now I am. Oh, there we go. Good.
I was hiding
Good.
when you mentioned going into histories.
We had
Let's
this.
be honest. Let's be honest. This is gonna be borderline inappropriate, but we all know Sweet Tea, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
We all know that if she chose that route, she'd make a fucking killing.
Oh,
We
yeah.
know it.
Oh yeah,
Should be-
I would buy
Yep.
it. I'm not gonna lie.
Yep, I'm not gonna lie. I'd be
There's
I
a
would-
lot of people we know that if they chose to go that
Yeah.
route, they make a fucking
No-
killing.
no lie.
There's no doubt about
no
that.
lie. And that's the thing, is like, we act like a lot of people are, oh my god, you're gonna do that, but I guarantee you, when it happens, they're the first ones there, hitting that
It's the
subscribe
fucking
button.
bag.
Yep, they're the ones hitting that subscribe button.
Mhm.
So that's the thing. It's like, why do we sit there and judge that kind of things, and why is it so taboo? Well, all the bullshit that people come up with and do and fucking, like, I've heard some weird fucking stories from people and people on OnlyFans that do OnlyFans content that say that they get these requests that are large amounts of money, but you're just like, holy shit, what do you want me to do with a cucumber and
It's like the prank on the cash register, the cashier. You go into Walmart and
Hot dogs between the
best three items that you can get to make the cashier really question what you're gonna do.
yeah.
Like a cucumber, Vaseline, and some peanut butter.
Yeah. Oh, Corb. There you go. Corbulus 9000. There it is.
What?
One of our other
That
friends.
has a name?
No, it's actually an item. But anyways, you can get it on Amazon right now. It'll tear the insides of you
And
up.
also, we got to keep in mind this too. Like everybody looks at OnlyFans and they take it as they're doing this. You don't know what anybody's going through. Somebody could be struggling hard just to make ends
Exactly.
meet. It's no different than
Yeah.
being a stripper. You know,
Exactly.
if somebody's struggling to just get bills paid, put food on their table, are you really gonna criticize them for putting a couple of maybe nude pictures and maybe a video up on OnlyFans to make, say 50 people subscribe for $20? That's money they're using to feed their kids and then provide for their family. You cannot knock them for that.
Exactly. And that's I think that's a terrible thing for people to do, is to sit there and say and judge people off of that thing. But then these same people that are judging you will be the same ones to secretly subscribe to you and watch your fucking shit. Like, honestly.
Mhm.
That's why I said you can't ever judge people for what they do. A hustle is a hustle. As
I
long
expect to see pepperoni pasties follow my OnlyFans once I make it.
pepperoni pasties.
Pepperoni pasties, pepperoni pineapple pasties.
Jeez.
Pepperoni nipples. He's gonna have pepperoni nipples, dude.
Yeah. Pepperoni nipples. You're such.
Oh God,
but
this
no,
conversation just went from bad to worse.
But it's in a way it's serious though, because people have these expectations when with like your friends and shit, like friends are only friends until they do something crazy like that, and all of a sudden you have a judgment towards them. That's what I don't get. If you're a true friend and this is someone you've known for a long time or whatever, or if you guys are really, really good friends, whatever their life choices they make, number one, you can't do anything about it anyways. It's out of your control. You can make your suggestions. Even if they ask you, they're going to do whatever it is they need to do. So why sit there and not support them and say that like they're the worst person in the world because they've done that? And that's what a lot of people do. And unfortunately, a lot of people a lot of people's parents would do the same thing. and say those things. So, Doc, I leave it to you. Like, how do you combat that whole situation with the fact that those opinions can happen? What would your take be on that?
Well, I mean, it goes back to each person being in integrity with themselves. And there is a pack mentality where if one person, maybe it's like, oh, well, my friend's doing that, it's no big deal. And then maybe a couple of their friends go, oh my God, do you see what they're doing? And then it becomes that peer pressure thing of, do I have the integrity to go, you know what they're doing is their own business and I stand by them? Or do they fall into, oh, well, if they're getting jumped on and if it's the cool thing to jump on somebody or somebody who does that, yeah, I'm going to go in on that because then that will make me popular. And and like you were talking about, what it is that people do in order to get ahead. When they slide out of their integrity, it's like, oh, well, this person is getting jumped on by the media, they've been canceled, so I'm going to jump on them too, so that all those people, now they're going to like me, not realizing that you're one dumb statement away from being canceled. Or so the idea of staying who you are and allowing that other people are going to be who they are, because at the end of the day, it's like, what, how they deal with their life has no direct relationship to you unless you let it. It does not impact how somebody else deals with, I had a good friend who said, it's like what happens between a consenting man, woman, dwarf, and a donkey is none of my business. And it's like, okay, you had me right up until the end. But the point
Loki,
was,
so you can have your donkey. We won't judge you. Go ahead.
it was a consenting donkey. But
So
the
who
thing
gets
is,
the dwarf?
the thing
Jay.
is that,
Nah,
no
nope.
matter what people do, no matter what their choices are, how we take it onto ourselves. If it's like, well, I don't want to be considered guilty by association, it's like, then don't do what they're doing. But it's okay for you to accept that it's their choice. If nobody's getting hurt, what does it matter that somebody decides to go? And I actually have patients who are strippers, and they do what they do, and I help them be able to pursue their career. They like what they do. They get very offended. It's like, oh, people think I was abused or something like that. No, I like doing this. It's fun. It keeps me fit and it feeds my kids. So the idea of saying, it's like, you know what? I don't care. And one of them actually said that she saw a chiropractor who said that they wouldn't treat her because of what she did. And it's like, that is BS to the highest order, because you don't decide who should feel better. If it's your job to help people feel better, you don't get to decide that what they have to do to qualify for that. If you're a streamer and you're there to, help people feel good, you're there to, give them a break from the crazy, and then you start deciding, it's like, well, I'm sorry, you follow this person who I don't like, so, you don't get to be in my stream. It's about, you either decide that, you're going to just be there and do it for the love of what you do. Or if you are going to start being restrictive, it's like, then own it. Don't pretend like you are, it's like, well, I'm totally open-minded. Because I mean, we all know those people who claim to be totally open-minded. And then it's like, they're like a steel trap rusted shut over one particular person or a particular way of life or whatever. And it's like, well,
So,
no,
in a way, they're narrow-minded.
All right, stop talking about
No,
my
it's like-
character.
No, I'm serious. Like, if you think about it, they're
Yeah.
they're really narrow-minded instead of open-minded.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Well, and see, I always think of, whenever I think of narrow-minded, because I've known him for a minute, and I always think of it like a big guy being called tiny. His nickname goes the opposite.
Well, I mean, and that people got to understand that Narrowminds is a character there on Twitch. That's something that people got to. I have to explain that to so many people. It's like, well, why'd you do that? I said, because the guy that I created is fucking funny and will talk shit to you, but he'll do it in such a way, like you've heard some of my rants. You've literally sat there on my stream and gone, "What the fuck are you talking about?" I know you have. I know you have, Doc, because you sit there and went, "Wow, what a interesting."
I thought, wow, that was vivid.
Yeah,
Man, it's like he's
With-
like a longshoreman with Tourette's syndrome. But
I'm serious. Like half the time I am when I'm in character. But Doc, what is your hot take on kids? They're gonna start seeing Rhyme. They're gonna see Loki. They watch me. They watch Jay. They watch. What is the hot take for them to understand about that conversation that when the kid is, hey, you know what? I want to be the next Loki. I want to be the next Rhyme. What
Yeah.
things can you tell these kids that and also the parents, because parents sometimes don't have that kind of receptiveness to the fact that, oh, you're just going to play video games, you think that's going to make you money? What is the hot take on that for you?
Well, I mean, and being of a generation where the vast majority of the streamers who I talk to are either young enough to be my kids or in a few cases my grandkids, there is that place of, it's like, first off, you don't compare yourself to like Ninja. Compare yourself to maybe Ninja the first day he streamed. People want to compare, it's like, wow, I could never write a book like, Harry Potter or whatever, or I could never create a movie like George Lucas does. It's like, yeah, but how about you take it back? The only person you should be comparing yourself to is yourself. And for these kids who want to, aspire to that, and that's one of the things I really like about like almost every streamer who I've ever met emphasizes their own humanity. They don't pretend like, it's like, well, I'm above all the rest of you. They admit, man, you know what? Sometimes I get really nervous. Sometimes I feel rejected. Sometimes, and being able to, the more that streamers relate, especially to young people, because I mean, they watch TikTok and and they see these people who it's like, oh, well, they just do something for 15 seconds and buy a mansion. And it's unrealistic. And being able to emphasize, yeah, this is, you can make a wonderful living at this. I usually tell people that, when it's like, well, what should I do? It's like, figure out what you would do for free and then find a way to get paid for it. And the idea that, it's like, you don't have to be like anybody else. And in fact, everybody else is taken. You got to do you. You've got to figure out what your thing is and then stick to it no matter what. And, and it's like, I mean, you guys come off as very human, and, you're funny, and, I haven't had the joy of seeing you stream yet. I look forward to that. But the whole idea is that, if somebody says, wow, you're great, you're wonderful, it's like, yeah, so are you. Look into that, and that encouragement for each person to find, especially young kids, for them to find that awesome part of themselves and be the example of what it is that you want somebody else to believe. Because the thing is, you can tell people things until you're blue in the face. It's your actions and your way of being. That's what people listen to. That's what people pay attention to, especially young people. So if, for any streamer, you want to be a good role model, then, mean what you say what you mean, and let your actions, speak for you. What people say means almost nothing. It's what they do. And when people watch you guys stream and see how personable you are with everybody else, that, it's not about just constantly, ragging on people, although Narrow has had some really prime ones. But it's like, wait a minute, first off, I'm a doctor. That's not anatomically possible. But
I get creative when I'm in character. I really do.
He gets quite creative,
But it's, you know what? It's only, you know what? It's funny. It's only Call of Duty that does that to me. I could play Apex all day. You'll
Have
probably
yet to hear him do an angry outburst.
You'll never hear me do an angry burst. I'll be like, all right, let's go to the next game. But the way the people are in COD, because everybody there's so fucking cocky and thinks they're the best. I literally, in fact, sometimes I don't even think the microphone works because I've muted myself on the game. But I will literally push the button and go, you know, I hope your fucking dick falls into in your own throat or something. I
hope you and your family has a nice Christmas.
That's the best you can do, Loki.
Do you not know what clip that is?
I'm gonna have to step that up. That was horrible. Yeah. So, but yeah, if you've
No, that's okay, Narrow. I mean, Uno does it to me, but
Yeah.
you know, a whole different side of me comes out when I play Uno.
Okay,
I
so
know the
I'm
computer is
gonna
cheating.
remember. I'm gonna remember next TwitchCon not to bring up Uno or actually play it at the streamer house for you. So that way.
Oh, we're playing Uno.
No. I can't.
Oh yeah.
Doc,
It's like Uno goes into a very bad direction for me.
Oh yeah.
Doc, it's
We're
like
playing
Doc. You will see
Uno.
the like dominoes. Doc. She'll sit there and slam the table, and you see all the cards fly up. Remember like Ice
Yeah.
Cube? You remember like Ice Cube when he played dominoes and he got mad and
Oh yeah.
yeah, that'd be the gamer Doc right there.
52 card pickup.
No, it'd be, oh hell no. Nobody's leaving until I win. Nobody is leaving this stream. I don't care that you have to go to work. Nobody's leaving this stream.
It's funny. After I got off work yesterday, I went to my cousin's house because I hadn't seen her and her kids in forever. So I went there, and her middle son was like, "Do you play hockey on PlayStation?" I was like, "Well, I could. You know, I've never played it, but I'll, you know, whatever." So we played it. He's like, "I'm gonna beat your butt," and he's like talking all this trash over. I'm like, "All right, whatever." So I wind up beating him. All right. So as soon as it's over, he looks at me and goes, "You got to leave now, right?" I was like, "Yeah, I got to go now." It was just, it's the funniest thing when they just try to talk stuff like that. He's like, "Well, you got to leave now, right?" Like, "Yeah, I got to go."
Oh, he didn't ask for a rematch?
Oh, hell no. He was mad that I beat him. He was mad that I beat him. He wanted me to get the hell out. He's like, "Oh, you got to go home now, right?" I was like, "Yeah."
Guys, if
was pissed.
for you two guys that are guests today, what if you guys could give one piece of advice to people that are going to be starting this? What would that piece of advice be, and why would you give that piece of advice to them?
Don't trust Narrowminds. Ah, kidding.
There it is. Ryan,
Honestly,
you can go ahead. I've got to think of mine.
Yeah. Honestly, it's hard to choose. There's so much advice you can give somebody.
So then
But-
choose 3.
Well, I think honestly the best one you can give somebody is just fucking do it. Go for it. Give it your all. Don't look the fuck back. Don't think about the decisions that could have happened. Make the decisions that you feel is right and just put one foot in front of the other and just go for it.
You having an
Damn
earthquake
it.
over there?
Stole my piece of advice.
Are you having an earthquake over there? What's going on over there?
No, there is something on my monitor and I can't figure out what it is. We're just having an earthquake. I was being subtle, but now we're just going for it.
Watch him unplug
Wait,
his monitor.
It's
Wait a
still
minute.
come off.
Wait a minute. He might still be thinking of Kylie Jenner.
Yeah,
and
I
his
think-
hands are not visible right now. So.
Jay, I think what happened was he's one of the people that ordered that Corbulus 9000 and it's stuck to his screen. You know, it's like
Oh,
stuck like
shit.
this to his screen, and it's
Is
just
that
it's
why
just
you
like
returned
sticking
yours?
out at him. Yeah.
That's why you
It's
returned yours, because you said Amazon, their return policy was shit.
Yeah, but his is stuck to his screen. It's just like sticking out like this. So, anyways,
Damn.
But if
He's
I
stuck
if I
on the wall.
no, he stuck it on his monitor. It's just like sitting there flopping back and forth. That's why it's going.
Right
Yeah.
right
On
underneath
his
his
monitor,
webcam.
one right next to his bed.
Nah, it's right underneath his webcam. So as soon as he gets off here, he can pop on OnlyFans.
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
set up, like,
Suction
video
cup.
shoot.
He calls it suction cup love. Anyways,
Hey, no shame.
God.
why pay for porn when you can be in it? Pornhub Live.
if you like Pornhub, you'll love Pornhub Live.
You know that one way too well. Bloodshot with O's.
Hey, I got called a sexy Rosa Parks once.
Oh yeah, that's right. On a
True.
podcast, right? I think it was on a podcast. It was on a podcast. You were the sexy Rosa Parks. That she's the,
I think-
Loki.
Yeah, I
she
think he killed
holds.
Loki.
Yeah, she holds that title to this day. Actually, boys and girls, don't forget that. The gaming doc holds that title to this day. She, in fact, that's gonna be her first piece of merch for herself when we get merch made for her. Is this?
No.
I am. It's gonna say right there. I am the sexy Rosa Parks, and I sit in front of the bus. Biatch.
No, dude. No, dude. You could do it. You could do something even better than that, dude.
What's that? What's that?
You could be making put Doc sitting on the bus and make it the sexy bus or some shit. There's so much you could do more than that, dude.
Okay,
There's so much more you could do with
Sweetie,
that.
are you here? Can we get on that, please? Can you figure out something for her? graphically wise that would look like get like a bus with sexy and then have her in like the window, right?
The back of the sexy bus is
Yeah.
way better than the front.
Oh yeah, and then have like a
Yes,
disco
that's
ball.
my OnlyFans page.
Oh my god.
Come to the back of the bus and play Uno.
See, look at this. This kind of sitting.
Oh God.
This kind of sitting in a setting like this has created a piece of merch for the gaming doc.
That's right, my first merch.
There it is.
Let's figure that one out. How like a bus that says "sexy" on it, and then she's in the back, and there's like a disco ball going in the back. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be
No,
amazing.
you gotta have the heart-shaped bed on the back. You just have, on the back, and you just have Doc sitting on the bed. Yep, there you go.
Okay, so
Don't you want to sit in the back of the bus too?
So the front would have the sexy bus, and then the back would have the thing of Doc sitting in the back of the bus on the heart-shaped bed, and then it's
the front of the bus will have like the velvet ropes. Like you have to clear the velvet ropes to get to the back of the bus.
I'm like, hey, merch guys, come on! This is hot.
Oh, yo,
This
you
is-
want to
this
get to
is-
the, it's a motherfucking privilege to ride in the back of the bus now.
This is the entrepreneurial bullshit right here that you guys, we just created something for her, just like that, baby. It took us 2 minutes to create that.
Wait till I tell Deadite about that.
Oh yeah,
Just
can you
wait.
please? Can you please tell her?
Her
about
eyes
that?
are gonna light.
Oh yeah, Deadite,
Please don't.
please review this.
Her eyes are gonna light the fuck up.
Okay, let's do this. See, this is how creative we are. Merch can come like that. That you think that was pineapple? That that little pineapple thing that Jay's doing? That became a thing because we were sitting there joking
Wait a
around.
minute, what pineapple thing? Are you
Your
talking
shirt,
about
your
this?
shirt, yeah.
Oh my god, he just has it at the ready.
That shirt right there was because of I believe we were doing a podcast or
Mind your business.
or we were playing a game, and he sat there and he said, and someone said something to him, and he said, "Yeah, I'd wear those fucking pineapple pasties, pineapple pizza pasties." And then Deadite was in the Discord with us, and she's like, "Oh, really?" And then all of a sudden, I see her get on one of her 20 monitors.
That wasn't even the only shirt born that night. We were also playing Phasmophobia, and I was throwing my cock around at people.
That's right.
And now it's gonna be my character holding a thing of cock and say, "Get your hands off my cock."
Yeah. Merch everywhere. He has so much merch in the works for him. It's not even funny.
And here's a banana for everybody.
There you go. He has a lot of merch.
Pineapple.
He has a lot of merch for him.
There you go, pineapple and a banana for you guys. There you go.
So that's the thing. It can happen just like that. Now we got the sexy Rosa Parks shirt coming out soon. Deadite. Right there, huh?
You can make it like a club, dude. The back of the bus is like a club.
Like a nightclub. And you're just sitting there.
Oh my god!
And then you're just sitting there like this, like, yeah, I know you want to be
Oh
back here.
God.
Yo,
yeah,
I'm
my
telling you,
son
just
is
wait.
So thrilled.
Just
It's
wait till
like,
this is over. I'm gonna
Mom,
jump in.
no.
I'm gonna jump in Deadite's voice chat. I'm gonna tell her all about this.
Oh,
I guarantee
yes,
her eyes are gonna light the
please.
fuck up.
Yeah, Deadite is one of the most creative people I've ever seen. She will take an idea, and in less than in less than 24 hours, she got pineapple pasties up into
Wait, do these people even know? Do they? They don't know what the Corbulus 9000 is, right?
No, they don't know what the Corbulus 9000 is. That's a whole. That was a very interesting conversation because I just
should we give them the sales pitch?
Yeah. Go ahead. You do it the best. So go ahead.
All right.
I'll just.
with the
For those
lightning in the back.
lonely nights, guys. For those lonely nights, you can buy yourself a Corbulus 9000. Okay. There's the Corbulus 9000, which is the regular one. There's the Corbulus 9000, which is the mega size, and the Corbulus, which is economy size for travel.
It
And what
folds.
this is a sex toy that has 2 8 balls in the nutsack that you can ask 2 questions to if you need the answer to. It smells like peanut butter, and when you're done using it, it spits a fortune out of the tip, so you know just how your day's gonna be.
There you go. That came through a conversation that we had, and I think most of that. Oh yeah, don't worry, we'll get you one. Don't worry.
And now Doctor recommended.
Yes, and it's fully doctor recommended.
Doctor, yeah, the doc has gave her stamp of approval on that device.
It was used in the back of the bus club.
Yep. At least one.
There it is.
Good God.
Oh God, my son.
It went in the back door of the back of the bus.
The back.
Please, at one point I came off a plane from Vegas wearing a tank top saying, I danced on the bar at Coyote Ugly. My sons came to pick me up at the airport, saw me, turned around and went straight to baggage claim.
Sounds like you had a great weekend in Vegas, is what it sounds like.
Exactly.
What happens in Vegas stays in
I,
Vegas.
I am so serious. I looked at an old phone that I had. I think it was like an iPhone, the iPhone 5. And when I went to Vegas, and I was so drunk, I don't remember taking pictures. Number one with the strippers there. Okay. Anyways, number two, I don't remember.
You weren't in Vegas. You thought you were.
Number two, I took a picture with a Michael Jackson impersonator. Didn't even know. I looked at my
That
phone.
was
I'm
really
like,
Michael Jackson.
oh, it was good. Vegas
And
is
he's
fun.
never
Though.
been allowed in that Chuck E. Cheese again.
Facts.
Good lord.
And yep,
And
we just went there.
Wait a minute, Doc usually never turns this into going into South mode. She is the first one.
Hey, I've been drinking milk. I am not responsible.
Coconut milk, maybe.
Coconut. Maybe some pineapple juice. I don't know. It had some vodka in it.
Shit.
All right, Loki, you have more than enough time. Give us your response.
Fuck. Completely
Your
forgot
look
this.
it.
Yeah, no, I
Your
got you.
genuine advice for people that want to start this, or here's the thing. Let's keep it general. Whatever they want to do in their life. What made you want to start your journey, your dream to doing this?
Honestly, what kind of helped me start, it was a little bit of a work incident. Is what we'll say. We'll say it was an incident that kind of made me realize that there really is no perfect time to start anything. There's no glorious moment that's just gonna roll around and all of a sudden it's like, oh hey, do this and you'll have a 40 an hour job, or come, hey, why don't you come work with me? I'll pay you $300,000 a year. Or hey, come be a guest on my stream, or come be in my YouTube video and we'll make you a channel and you'll get millions of followers in a week. Or that's not going to happen. That'll never happen. It's never happened to anybody. Maybe one person or two people in the world, I'm sure it has, but it's not going to happen. The odds are not there, and the reality isn't there. I mean, you've got 7 billion other people, probably 8 billion almost, on people on this earth right now. It's there's not going to be a perfect opportunity where something like that's going to happen. You have to go after it. There's no, oh, I'll wait to the new year, or oh, I'll wait till the end of this month, and that kind of goes with anything, whether it be quitting, say, nicotine, or drinking, or drugs, or starting a job, or starting a streaming channel, or anything like that. Just go after it. There's not going to be a perfect moment. There's not going to be a right time. The right time is literally right this minute, this day, this night. There's just go after it. Do it. What's holding you back? What is physically holding you back? Like what could be holding you back? Figure out what's holding you back. If something is, solve it and go after it. Do it. Just do it. Literally, as the meme dude said, I can't remember his name. Just do it. Right?
Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, there it is. Shia LaBeouf.
Is that who that guy with the beard, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
okay.
Shia LaBeouf.
Okay, good.
Literally, just do it. Go after it.
And I think that's a lot of people's biggest thing is they can't get past the fear. They can't get past the understanding that there could be a failure in this road. You know, I've been watching this guy on TikTok that talks about the road and how it's going to be a rough road. Same thing that Steve Harvey says. When you jump off the cliff of life and try to soar with the rest of the people that are doing shit with their life, it's not going to be an instant you just flying. You're going to get bumps, you're going to hit the rocks. Shit's going to happen in life. But that's the way life is. It's how you take the hits is how successful you're going to be. And how much that you don't care about people's opinions.
That's not true. Steve Harley says surveys.
Steve Harley.
Harvey.
Steve.
I was
Harley.
reading and fucking talking. Bad idea.
All
I
right,
can't
Steve
multitask.
Harley. There's a new character named
Steve
Steve Harley.
Harvey. Steve Harvey.
You know what? I'm gonna create a character like that on the
Steve
GTRP.
Harvey says survey says. Steve Harley. It's gonna be the guy from Jerry Springer, the bald-headed Steve on a motorcycle.
There you go. But
Steve
yeah, I
Harley.
mean that's the thing.
Sounds like a wrestler, actually.
It does actually, yeah, WWE style. The old WWE though, not that bullshit they have now. That shit's
word.
so corporate. But you know that's the thing is the fact that we, and I keep on saying this, self-awareness. A lot of people don't have that ingrained in their brain, that they don't have any self-awareness about what they want in life. What they want is what they see on TV. What's the coolest thing? Why did I buy this? Why did I buy the new phone? Why did I buy it? And that's what they're building their life expectations on, is on that. And that's the wrong thing to do. Your life expectations, what you're planning to do in life, is to solely be upon what truly is in your heart. A lot of people get that mistaken. They see a fancy car, they see oh God, look at the Phase house, or look at the 100 Thieves $1 million compound, and they get stuck in that. And then when it doesn't happen for them, then they take this nosedive into depression and going into the lowest part of their life for absolutely no reason, when their expectations was they were bullshitting themselves. They were hoping that tomorrow they can go move into the 100 Thieves house or the Phase house or whatever they're trying to do. And it's not going to happen like that. Have the understanding that when you start streaming and you see that 0 or that 1 follower, that it's not always going to be like that. And in fact, as Jay says, turn that motherfucking thing off. Do yourself a favor. Turn it off. Don't even pay attention to it. The one thing you should be focused on is the fact that you're putting out quality content and consistent content. Denzel always talks about without any consistency, there will be no completion to what you're planning to do with your dreams. People are too lazy to be consistent, and that's part of the thing. Consistency. I put out shit all the time. Consistency. I stay up till 4 a.m. editing videos, losing sleep. Why? Because this is what I want. I am 100%, 110% understanding that I will lose sleep. I will lose time with people that I'd love to hang out with because of this. And if you're not that driven, you're not that goal oriented, then take a step back and kind of analyze what it is that you really want in your life. You got to stop and analyze it, because if it's fear, you got to figure out the way to overcome the fear. If it's the fact that this is really not for you, be self-aware that it's not for you, and stop it before you put yourself into a whirlwind of depression for absolutely no reason. That's the thing, is I think a lot of people just don't have the self-awareness to understand what they want. And I think that, when we do that and take a step back and realize that if you're not willing to take the cuts and bruises and the failures and the fact that maybe only 1 person watches your YouTube video, maybe only 2 people watch your YouTube video. That's the thing. Everybody's focused, like you said, Doc, on analytics. Everybody's focused on that number. But it's, at the end of the day, it's a fucking number. No matter if you have 1 person watching, no matter if you have 100 people watching you, the fact that people are starting to pay attention to you and the fact that you're getting traction should be more than enough for you to continue what you're doing. There should be no goddamn number in the world. And that's why people that are usually base their numbers are usually basing their numbers because they want to know how much money they're going to get. And they're all focused about the money they think is going to happen overnight.
And here's another tip you got to remember too. If you're streaming, say you have 4 people in your chat, and somebody blesses you with a stream or a raid of 80 people. Guess how many viewers of that 80 people count actually towards you? Big fat 0. Twitch changed all their shit to where any viewer you get from a raid means absolutely nothing to you. Yeah, it'll make your number look nice and big. You say you have 90 viewers in your chat, but as far as Twitch is concerned, you have 10.
Exactly.
So what you need to do is, if you get a raid like that, you need to post your link and say, can you click this link to remove the raid referral from you? That's how they'll count as a viewer for you, because you will not grow. You can get 5 raids a night of 50 people. You could have 400 people in your channel. Unless they came to you naturally or they clicked on your link or whatever, they don't mean a damn thing. So you can have 400 people watching you. If it's a great thing to have if you can get it. But as far as Twitch is concerned, you have 10 people. So if you really want those people to start counting, you got to refer them to your link so they can click it, remove the raid referral, and it'll actually be like they found you organically. So
Yeah,
just another piece of advice to keep in mind.
yeah. And
Thank you.
the biggest piece of advice to lead to that is don't worry about that number. That number is something that so many people centrally get focused on, and I'm guilty of it too. When I first started, I was so guilty of that shit.
Well, keep in mind when you first started, raids actually counted as viewers.
Yeah, I was no, but it had nothing to do with the rates. I was guilty of the fact that I paid more attention to the fact that there was what the numbers were on how many people were viewing you.
Mm-hmm.
I think everybody's guilty of that. But the
Yeah.
thing is the fact that we have to understand that it's not going to be an overnight thing, and it's how consistent you are, and how much that you can't sit there and say that you want this so bad, but then you want to go punt it and go fucking do something else. Punt it and go fucking go hang out with the boys. Punt it and go hang out and have a vacation. That's a lot of sacrifice. There's no way to it. There's no way around it. There's nothing you can do that's gonna change the world or make everybody believe that it's different. There's gonna be a lot of sacrifice. There's gonna be a lot of time that you're gonna lose, and you have to be understanding that that's what you want. And if you can't commit to that, then I would take a real look back on what you really want. It's a lot of sacrifice. Anybody who's ever run a successful business, they've sacrificed a lot. They've sacrificed a lot of time. They've lost time with their children. They've missed birthdays. They've missed birthdays with their family. Sometimes they don't get to see their mom for a long period of time. And just understand that that's part of the growth and part of the success. It's a sacrifice. You will have to sacrifice. You will have to sacrifice so many things in this life. And and that's sleep. I do it a lot. I'm like I said, sometimes like yesterday, 4 a.m, sitting there editing that motivational thing that I just happened to go on a rant on, and speak about because someone had said something to me about streaming, and I went on a rant about how we need to be self-aware and motivated about what we want to do. 2020 into 2021 has really destroyed a lot of people's will to try to do something new, and I want to change that. I want people to understand that this is the best time in your life, that if you ever wanted to do something. And speaking of some, like Becca, who's in here, has created her berries company, which I see is going really well for her for this Valentine's season. So congratulations to her.
Hey, Becca.
She has taken this time, and instead of sitting there crying and feeling sorry for herself that this pandemic has done things that people can't work, she has created something for herself so it does work. And that's what everybody needs to do. Everybody needs to create something for themselves that does work. Instead of sitting there pondering about life and about what's the next thing to do, just go do shit. Just go whatever it is. And don't worry about the failures. The failures are going to be there no matter what. Every place has its up and down. Every place has its ups and downs. And the other thing is we always got to keep it moving. So if Twitch was to leave tomorrow and Twitch never not be a website tomorrow, we have to be on our toes, because now you are essentially your own entrepreneur. This is your business. This is your brand that you're dealing with. And that's why I'm consistently thinking. I'm always like, oh, okay, what can we do different? What do I need to do? How much more YouTube content should I put out? Should I start putting out more Facebook content? Should I start doing more TikTok? And that's the thing. It's the consistency and understanding and reading yourself and reading this market. It is a very hard thing. It's not easy. It's not just the simple thing of clicking a button. I mean, people can do that if that's all they want to do, and they got a happy 9-to-5 job, and the work-life balance is good, and you can sit there and stream at night like what I was doing, even though I was sitting there just getting like 5-6 hours of sleep. If you got that kind of work-life balance and you can do it, then great. But if you're considering this as something that you're branding and you're trying to make something of this, then consider the fact that there has to be 10,000 different unlocks that you need to think about while you're doing this, because this is not permanent. This is not permanent. What are you gonna say,
let
Jay?
me just say two things real quick. Blood Shard, as far as that, just turn your view account off. You don't have to worry about anything paying attention to views, because if you turn your view count off, it'll literally just say, oh, push to get your views or whatever. It's whatever. But nodes, you said it sounds like me, you fear of failure. The second you stop, you failed. So if you're not streaming because you're fear of failing, if you don't stream, you've already failed.
Exactly.
So if you have a fear of failing, keep streaming.
Yep.
Whether you have a viewer or not, if you stop, you failed.
Yep.
So
It's
that's on
it's
you.
that numbers thing, because you're expecting that number, and without that expectation, then it's so much easier to do things. You're not disappointed when you're up when you're there, and you're streaming, because there's no expectation, and that's what you guys got to understand. There should be no expectation for what you guys have as numbers. You can't have it. You
There's no
can't
expectation for numbers. The only thing you could expect from streaming is you can have a good fucking time.
exactly. Do it for you. Like, that's what I don't understand. People do shit for other people, and they can't even internally make themselves happy. How the fuck do you guys sit there and go?
Even
and
if I hate the fucking game.
how do you guys sit there and tell me that you're gonna be you're gonna make
That
your
was for you, Doc.
girlfriend happy, you're gonna make your fiance happy,
Thank
you're
you,
gonna make
Jay.
your significant other? How the fuck are you gonna make them happy when you internally can't even make yourself happy? Nobody has ever been able to make anybody else happy if they can't make themselves happy. And if you're not happy doing this, you're not happy being in front of the screen, you're not happy playing the games, then you're doing the wrong thing. And you need to take a look back and have self-awareness and realize that it's not going to be the good thing for you, because you have expectations. You have expectations. You think you're going to be the next ninja tomorrow. You think you're going to be the next Shroud tomorrow, and it's
No,
not.
you know what? They're right. If they want to think like that, they are going to be the next one of the next ninjas tomorrow. They're going to disappear without a trace.
Yeah.
Yeah, where he kind of like just gone.
See, that's the thing, is he didn't plan. I'm going to say this. Correct me if I'm wrong. He didn't plan his next move. He thought Mixer was
Ninja?
going to be forever. He thought
Yeah,
that
Ninja
that
didn't plan at all.
he thought that it was just going to be, he's going to have Mixer for a long time, 2-3 year period,
Well,
and planning his own next thing.
I don't know. I think he planned but didn't plan. Because
I think he's on
he
YouTube.
didn't
No,
plan.
he's here.
No, he's back on Twitch.
He's back on Twitch.
Ugh.
But
I don't think he planned as far as the Mixer wise, but with the Red Bull sponsorship and all that stuff that he's doing, he planned for his future, just not.
it's
as far
just not
as
the
gaming
traction.
aspect.
Yeah, the traction's not there for him anymore. The traction's not there for him.
Oh yeah.
And that's the thing you got to understand is at some point, and like I said, that I've told this to you before, Madonna did it the best. She recreated herself. How many fucking times did she recreate herself from the 80s into the 90s, all the way into 2000s? She's still recreating
With
herself.
the same name.
Yep.
With the same name.
You want to talk about branding?
Like
She is the
Get out.
best brander ever, because she branded herself one time. She didn't call herself the artist formerly known as Madonna. She never changed her branding once. She was always Madonna.
I mean, if, at the point she is right now, wouldn't it be the artist formerly known as Madonna?
Yeah.
So,
But that's the
Well,
thing.
I mean, I remember when Madonna was on American Bandstand.
Yeah.
I saw Madonna's first performance on American Bandstand, and
God,
when she
American
was
Bandstand.
asked by the host, well, what are you going to do next? She looked at him and said, take over the world.
And she did. She recreated herself 7 times. Now, if that's not a hustler and if that's not an entrepreneur, I don't know what is. Because she made herself relevant through how many decades? She made herself relevant.
70.
70, Jesus Christ. Not that many, I don't think.
She's like a mummy. She just keeps going.
Right?
4
But she
or 5 decades?
yeah, she recreated herself for that many decades.
Although I do have to admit, anytime I hear like
So-
a virgin, I kind of laugh because it ain't true. But
Especially
I just
those,
think Weird Al Yankovic.
do you remember those
Like
magazines?
Virgin.
Yeah. But that's the thing, and that's what you got to
Amish paradise.
That's what you got to do. Is you got to understand that your branding, you need to think into the future too. It can't just be, okay, I'm just going to stream this, or we're going to create one series and that's it. I'm consistently thinking about the next thing. I'm always consistently thinking about, okay, what is people gonna like?
We gotta get back to preschool, dude.
Yeah,
We gotta get back to the
we're
preschool
gonna.
stuff.
There's preschool stuff that there's a bunch of stuff. Look, like I said, me and Jay are fucking. And now he's even more busier than ever. It's hard to I used to be able to get a hold of this man right away. Sometimes I don't get a hold of him for till the end of the day. So that's the thing, is that we're busy, but we're busy for all the right reasons, and that's what you guys should be doing. Thinking about the next thing. What else are you gonna do? What else is gonna come from what you're doing? What else are you gonna
And
create?
somehow, through all of this, I'm somehow trying to plan a second Twitch channel. We'll figure that one.
See?
What about preschools?
No. It's we use voice changers and make people believe that we're young. We're
You
like,
said preschool and fucking in the same sentence. I got really concerned.
sorry, I don't drive a white van like you. I'm
You
sorry.
would, wouldn't you?
Oh my god.
Yeah, we have voice changers.
You
And-
would get nervous, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you would. So, but that's the thing, is the fact that
You have no idea.
you have to consistently make yourself something new and something that you know that people will like. It's not just one thing. You can't just go boom, okay, we're just gonna do this. It's something where you gotta consistently create, and you're gonna work your ass off doing it. You're gonna lose sleep. You're not gonna have the sleep that you want. You're not gonna have the time that you want with your family. You're not gonna have the time at the gym that you want. You gotta have that balance.
Just so y'all know, don't be surprised. You sitting there playing Apex or whatever. You wonder. You're sitting there playing. You get a rando on your team. You never know if
That rando's gonna sound like this.
Exactly, because that's what we do on there. We literally
yeah.
trolled a whole that Jay brings it back every time on
Let me ask
Warzone.
you, how many people in Apex were confused when you asked them, "Do you want to tongue punch that fart box?"
Yeah.
Let me tell you, you have no idea.
Exactly.
There it is.
What they do.
Exactly. So that's
So,
that
just
that,
saying.
that is a piece of advice. So when the reason when we talked about branding, Loki, I told you why
Yeah.
specifically you it had to be for you. That's why. Because people like the gaming doc, we put the 3 in there for that reason. That 3 is a
Right.
very unique 3 instead of the E in her
Yeah.
name. It's important. The branding is important because the branding should be a lifetime. The branding should be there as a lifetime thing for you. So when anytime someone says the gaming doc, don't you remember the gaming doc with the 3? They're always going to remember the gaming doc. There's a ton of gaming docs out there, but there's only one, the gaming doc with a 3 in it.
Right.
Yeah, Doc could very easily rebrand herself too. Just instead of the O, put a 0. There you go. Now you got the gaming Doc with a 3 and a 0.
There you go. There you go.
And she can put a 1 where the I is. And there you go. There's another rebrand.
Yep.
You know?
Well, it's not a
It's
rebrand.
happened.
It's not a rebrand. It's the same
Yes,
brand,
it is.
just a different design.
It's a rebrand.
You know, you're like 2 letters and numbers away from turning me into a quadratic equation.
There you go.
Yeah,
God
she'll
damn
be
it.
she'll be area code soon or zip code. She'll be a zip code soon. You remember the zip code doctor?
There you go. The zip code doctor. 90210.
Oh
Mhm.
God.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Is that the rebrand your branding and you as a streamer, or now as everybody should think of this.
Wait a minute.
This is considered a business. It's not really a something where you're just streaming, because you're trying to make this a lifetime. You're trying to make
Oh
this
shit!
what?
If we put the 1 in there for her I and the 0 for her 0, you get area code 310 is Los Angeles.
Yeah, 310. Yep. LA, baby.
Hey, in numerology.
There you go. But yeah, that's the
Ain't
thing.
that a shit? Without even trying.
That's the thing. That's the thing, is the fact that that could be very well something that makes you or break you. And that's what I tell everybody. That's the advice I give everybody, is that your brand or whatever it is that you're putting out there has to be something that's going to be lifetime with you. You know, no matter if you change a couple numbers, it's going to be a lifetime with you. It's going to JayStunZ. Everybody knows JayStunZ. whether you like them or not.
Well,
You knew.
I mean, there's a lot. There's been a couple versions of JayStunZ. There's been when I started, I had this stupid, weird Streamlabs OBS electric shock overlay thing. Whatever the fuck that was. Then I went to like a dark funhouse theme where I had all sorts of circus related shit, and that was that. And then from there I went to New York, and from New York I went straight to pizza.
Yeah, but no,
So
but
I'm all about pizza
JayStunZ.
now.
When anybody hears the name JayStunZ, they know who we're talking about.
That fat prick.
Well, okay, all right. I didn't say all
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I didn't say that.
I mean, it's true.
Oh, I did.
I know. I'm just saying. But that's the
Listen.
thing. It's all about that. It's all about the fact that you want to be put on that thing where everybody goes, oh yeah, Loki. Yeah, I remember him. He's the one who wears Hawaiian shirts. Fucking ridiculous motherfucker.
I want to
Who
sell
died?
you a car.
Who
Right?
left in the middle of a podcast?
Who left
'cause
in
he
the
heard
middle of
of Kylie Jenner.
podcast because he couldn't hear
I
Kylie
gotta
Jenner.
go, we gotta go, all right. It was
Or
either that
Arks
I don't have
or
a cup
Arks
around me. Okay, I couldn't just like
or
let her
Arks
go.
or Arks over here. They remember Arks because of the wolves that he has, and the fact that when we made his logos, the fucking branding that the graphic artist that I had done had put wolf howling inside of his fucking intro.
I'm very jealous of that, just by the way.
Get the fuck over it, bud.
So, and the fact that Arks has a Cabela's hat on, I love that fucking place. I love Cabela's.
Oh, dude, I love Cabela's.
So many guns in one place. But see, that's the thing.
Isn't that a horse?
No, Cabela's is the biggest Cabela's is over there in Pennsylvania.
I'm thinking of something's about a fucking horse though, right?
Calabero, I think, is a Spanish.
Caballero.
Caballero, yeah, it's a Spanish name
I
for.
was close.
Yeah.
I was close.
Cabarello.
Yeah.
I
you
get
know what
all
I
my
meant.
bitch
Caballo!
from Cabela's.
No.
Caballo.
Caballo?
Yeah, caballo is a horse. That's in Spanish.
There you go. See?
Yeah, caballo.
Cabello, Caballo, same shit. That's right.
Okay.
All right.
Oh my god.
We'll roll with it.
Yeah, that's the same. That's the same.
Just roll with it.
Yeah, it's the same. Doc, it's the same.
Arks is wearing a horse on his head. We'll go
Yep.
with it.
Yep. Good. But see, that's the thing, is the fact that people are going to remember you for those things, and that's something that branding is about. Something that you guys will never lose, and should never lose. If you want people to remember who you are, you guys should never lose that. All right, Arks, final thoughts
Final thoughts on what, my guy?
on anything. What do you want the people to know? Final thoughts. Anything you can tell. You can tell
Honestly,
me pizza belongs on pineapple.
If
And
you
candy cane.
want to achieve your dreams, don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Just fucking do it. Go for it. Give it 150,000 fucking %. If your parents say that you can't make it, well, tell your parents to go fuck themselves.
But make sure you ask for your allowance first.
Yeah, make sure you
Yes.
get your money first before you tell them to go fuck themselves.
Wait, hold up. People get allowances? That's a thing?
Yeah.
You're allowed to live. That's your allowance.
Yeah, you
Yep.
know, Cabana Loki boy over there gets an allowance too. You know.
His allowance is a new Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah, new Hawaiian shirt. That's why I'm calling you Cabana boy. Anyways,
Pool
Here,
boy.
bring him
There
a
you go. That
microphone
could be your.
in.
That could
pool
be your.
boy.
That could be your brand.
Yeah, that could be
Could
your
be a pool
brand.
boy.
You could be pool boy. You can wear the little pasties while your shirt's all open and shit. Yeah, there you go.
Hey, pool boy.
Give me the pasties and I'll do it.
My pool needs some
Dude,
chlorine.
that's content right there. That should be Twitter and Instagram content right there.
That's
Give
OnlyFans
me
right
the
there.
pasties and I will
No,
do it.
I mean all it is his shirt open.
That's
with
OnlyFans.
pasties.
Low key the pool boy.
Loki the pool boy.
Oh my god.
Loki the pool boy. There it is.
What's so great about my name is I could just be low key anything.
Yep. Any last thoughts, Loki? The pool boy.
Anybody need their pool cleaned?
That's not a thought. That's a.
Yeah.
That's a recruitment
That's a
phase.
recruitment thing. You're advertising? Fucking hell.
The last thoughts would be kind of like pretty much what I was saying earlier. Just do it. Don't be scared or anything. Especially like being around you guys. If that's taught me anything, just don't be scared to do it. There's no shame in doing whatever it is that you think might work. Whatever you think might do it. Everyone has something. You're gonna fail. It's going to happen. I failed streaming. How many times? I'm not gonna fail this time. I'm not gonna let myself fail this time. It's something that I want to do. I've failed so many times as a goalie, especially in hockey. Just failed way too many times riding. I'm covered in scars. I mean, I've got
But as a
Or-
pool boy, he is not gonna fail.
You don't have the bulkiness to be a goalie. I'm guessing that's what people said to you, right?
No, not at all. I started off, if I can, like, a couple little story here.
Go for it.
Starting off
Story time with a pool boy. Go ahead.
pool boy
Let's
story time.
go.
Little low key here. He was a little goalie. I was probably maybe 7 years old, and I was playing goalie at a rink where we didn't have many goalies. It was little like rec league hockey. It was kind of essentially just pickup hockey, outside and roller. So even less goalies, even less people that wanted to play, even less people that wanted to play goalie at that. And I was just like, no, I want to get in front of that puck. I want to get hit in the face of the puck. I want to stop it. Right?
That explains a lot.
I know, right?
So fortunately, I don't remember too much of this. I guess just because I grew up.
Sounds
moved on.
about right.
Too many pucks to the face.
Pretty much every single team that got me, they just wouldn't play. They would full on just not play throughout the entire game and belittle me the entire game, and I would just be sitting there facing the entire other team just by myself, while none of my team did anything. They didn't care. They just straight up didn't care. They're like, oh, we've got Jeff, we're gonna lose. It's over. Nothing's gonna happen. I was like 7 playing with like 13-year-olds, right? My entire going up as a goalie was just me. The entire time, my team just didn't want to play. They were like, "Oh, we've got Jeff. You're horrible. Why are you playing?" My dad's told me several times that I got told straight to my face, "What are you still doing here? Why are you playing? What are you doing? Don't play for us. Get off the rink. Go. We don't want you here. We would do better without you." And just getting over that, I failed several times. I lost several games, and just getting better and practicing every day. I had a pitchback, like a baseball pitchback. So I'd take my goalie glove. This was later on when I got into higher levels of play, but got my pitchback and my glove, and I would go outside every day, at least make 100 throws and catches back. So that taught me how to throw a ball, and that taught me how to catch it. I would start throwing it in different angles, and then I'd go up to 200 throws and catches a day. And then I took one season off to start pursuing mountain biking, and then I came back, and then all of a sudden I'd been replaced on the team within a season like that. They didn't want me back, even though I was clearly the better goalie. Didn't want me. They were like, "Nope, screw you. We don't want you. You're not playing. You're not good enough now. We do better with Parker. He got to here, and you didn't, right?" You can tell I'm still a little salty about that, but I moved on. I've gotten better. I get way better than him. Did they pick me? No, but I put in the work. I put in the time that I could have went and done and played for any team. And when I eventually did, we won by a considerable amount. Like we didn't really get scored on. I think it was like I want to say couple games back when Parker or whatever, whoever it was in this situation, wasn't playing goalie. Our lead goalie wasn't playing goalie, and he needed me to play. And I was like, oh, okay. He's like, this is a tough team, where you got to be on your best, or you're never going to get this chance again. We just will forfeit next time. Blah blah blah. So I went out. I played. It was brutal. It was absolutely brutal. Nobody did what they were supposed to. Nobody watched slot. I don't know how much you guys know about hockey, but nobody was watching slot. Nobody watched the back door. Nothing. It was all, I was like, hey, we coming down, say 2-on-1. I'd tell the defender, watch pass, which means you go over and block the pass. He would go and block the shot because that's what he was taught to do. He didn't want to listen to the goalie. He didn't want to listen to me. And despite all that, I still fought through it. I still kept making myself better. I still just kept going and pushing until I got to the point where I really didn't rely on my team anymore. I realized that they're not gonna do anything. You have to be there for yourself, and that's kind of the same way with life. You can't expect people to be there. You can't rely on people to be there. You are your own cheerleader. You're your own fan. You're your own team. You're the only reason you're going to be successful. You can't rely on other people to make you successful with anything. anything at all, whether it be streaming, whether it be hockey, whether it be mountain biking, whether it be football, whether it be baseball, anything you do, you're the only reason that you're going to make it. You're the only reason that you're going to be successful, and you're going to be the only reason that you fail. It's all on you. It's not on other people. You will find your audience. You will find your game. You will find whatever it is that you're going to find. As long as you keep pushing, as long as you keep being that stubborn goalie that gets told, hey, we don't want you to play for us. And you go, no, I want to play for you. Look, I'm good. Right? You'll eventually get there. It'll happen. Just do it. Literally just do it. Go after it. Like Nara said earlier, you're not going to do it. You've already failed. Your fear of failing, you've already failed just by not doing it. So your whole fear there is baseless. Your whole fear of what if I'm going to fail? What if I'm going to fail? You're already failed. There's no reason to be scared of failing if you've already failed. So just go after it. What's the worst that's going to happen? You waste 2 months of going after it and say you get no traction or find out it's not for you. Well, you figured out it's not for you. Now you don't have to deal with that fear in the back of your mind of what if I don't make it? You tried and realized it wasn't for you. So just do it. It's gonna be a win-win either way, because you're gonna move on to something else, and then say you move on to something else and you're successful, and you found out, right, your fear of failing, your fear there is no longer a fear, because you went on and went and got successful at something else.
Gaming Doc?
First off, that story was like watching a Tom Hanks movie. I mean, just bless your heart. Oh my God.
Like I said, I don't remember most of it, so it is what it is.
I mean,
Honestly,
you
I'm pretty sure I
can't
thought
tell
they were
stories like that to old boomer women. You
Forrest
just want to
Gump.
give you a hug and buy you a teddy bear. So,
The sexy Rosa Parks. Go ahead.
that's right.
Rosa Parks is not amused when people are treated mean.
So, anyway, final thoughts. It's awesome to be focused on the goal. It's awesome to be focused on what you want. But while you're in the process, don't forget that the best part and the part you gain the most out is the journey to get there. So don't forget that while you're, wanting to, take over the world, that you need to have fun along the way. Because when you look back on what got you where you are, because I mean, achieving the goal, all that is the starting gun for your next goal. But when you look at what got you there, the friends you made, the people, the achievements that you felt, enjoy that. Enjoy the process, because that's where the really good stuff comes in.
Mr.
And
StunZ.
drink milk.
Drink milk. No, if I did that, it'd be bad right now. JayStunZ.
Suck candy canes.
Yeah, that's right. No, a candy cane. God.
He was going at it there. Just
Where do you even get
Final
those
words.
in, February?
Walmart.
Things will always happen that you can't expect. You can sit there and you can stream, you can not stream. Choice is yours, obviously. But if you stream, you're going to build an audience. If you don't stream, you're going to lose the audience. I myself have been streaming. I've stopped streaming for extended periods of time. Had to rebuild. I recently just started working, so I haven't been able to stream as much as I wanted to, and my latest streams have been reflecting that. But you know what? It doesn't bother me, because whether you're in my stream or you're talking to me on Discord or you're talking to me on the phone, whatever, you're getting the same person whether I'm streaming or not. So streaming isn't going to make me. It's not going to break me. I'm going to stay who I am regardless of what. I'm going to help the people along the way I can. And it doesn't matter if they're on Twitch. I don't care if they're on Twitch, OnlyFans, whatever other platform there is, Plexstorm, Theta, there's a bunch of them I've heard of. Doesn't matter. I'm going to help people any way I can, and that's just the way it is. I'm not going to change who I am to conform to anything, because I think I have a future streaming. If it's in the cards for me, it'll happen. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But I'm not going to give up on it. I'm not going to just randomly disappear on it. But what's more important to me is the friendships and relationships I make along the way, not what I'm going to get out of streaming. So my last words are: do what you feel is right, whatever your situation is, and know you're doing it for the right reasons.
All right. The thing that I put up on my YouTube today was be a leader, not a follower, and I think that should represent everybody in this.
Be a
call
leader,
ride.
not a follower, because if the leader farts, you don't want to be behind them.
Exactly.
But
more importantly, why I'm saying that is that we're trying to lead you into doing something in 2021, and actually do something for 2021. And he's making that candy cane disappear.
You're just
Yeah, he made that candy cane disappear. You can
Have
tell
y'all
me.
never made a candy cane sharp?
Nope.
not like
Yeah.
that.
Never,
Okay,
you've never sucked a candy
Yeah.
cane to make
You know
it
what?
sharp.
I take it back about supporting everybody. I don't support candy cane
What's wrong with
sharpeners.
stuck in a candy cane, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Yep, turn a
I don't
candy
support
cane
candy cane
into-
sharpeners
yeah.
at all. I don't
He's
support
a,
this.
he's a pro though. You can tell. Anyways,
I did that. I got it.
he's a pro. Have self-awareness. When I say be a leader and not a follower, have some. Jesus Christ. Have some self-awareness.
You know what? I'm gonna add to yours, Narrow.
Yeah.
Lead, follow, or get out of the way.
Exactly. Exactly. It's 2021. That's what I don't understand. We're following this whole thing of, oh God, let's feel sorry for ourselves. Let's make a candy cane disappear like it's a. Never mind. Anyways,
It's still in his mouth. Just by the way.
I know where it is. What's your address in case we have to call the
The
fire
only problem
department?
is if he laughs too hard, it's gonna poke it out
yeah.
of his cheeks, and he's
Yep.
gonna go to the hospital.
Yep, for sure.
Because remember, he sharpened it.
You guys got one life. You got one opportunity on this earth. You don't sit there and come back and try to redo stuff again. Forget about your regrets. Forget about shit that happened in the past. And the most important thing, fuck other people's opinions. Everybody have a great rest of your night. We'll see everybody on the next podcast. Have a good night, everyone. We will see you all later.